I'm Rachel McCartney. I just finished my fourth and final year of Brock Visual Arts, and I just wanted to take time to tell you about my experience as a fine arts student at the MIW. When I think of my 4 years at Brock and what were the most important takeaways I have from my education, I think of three things. One was how thankful I was that Brock didn't force students to pick a specific stream of art right off the bat, and you got to try various different kinds of art, from painting and drawing in your traditional mediums to photography, both digital and analog, to even video and 3D modeling and illustration and very digital works. I think it was super important because it provided me to accumulate many different skills and tools that I could put in my toolbox, to say, that really expanded my artistic practice and allowed me to communicate my thoughts and themes appropriately throughout my projects and portfolios over the years. Second, I think of the experiential learning opportunities I had as a student at Brock. In my third year, I got to interview a practicing photographer based out of New York. I got to pick his brain, ask the questions that I wanted to know, and get answers that I wanted to know one-on-one, and that was a very special and unique opportunity. It gave me the insight to what art can be like outside of an educational institution in an educational environment, and that really gave me a lot of confidence as a student to know that, hey, I can do this as an artist, and if I want, I can just go out and get it. And then lastly, I think the most important thing that I'm taking away from my education was communication. Communication at Brock with your professors was fantastic and was at the forefront of your programs and classes. A lot of the times I would have anywhere between like 8 to maybe 12 or 15 kids in class. And so that really allowed for a lot of one-on-one time with the professors, especially since your classes are 5-6 hours long sometimes. And it really allowed you to get to know your professors, but it also allowed them to get to know you really well. It was very important to me because it allowed them to understand my personality and my way of communicating. And I thought that was very important, since that's something that I can sometimes struggle with. And so the deeper connection just provided more ground for me to explore my thoughts, my feelings, things that I wanted to channel into my work but might have been struggling to. And I think conversation ended up becoming the most important part of my practice. It forced me to talk about my art, to really strip down to what the bare, important, essential ideas were. And it really just practiced my public speaking skills, which in this video you might see I'm still struggling with, but it's always an ongoing evolution. And it allowed me to focus and really channel my thoughts and grow my voice as an artist. It was an essential part of my schooling that I'm so very thankful to have. I had professors who knew me so deeply into like how I operate, how I express emotion, how I struggle to express emotion. I had one professor that knew I wasn't particularly happy with an outcome of a project, so we sat down for a private meeting because he knew I just needed to vent and get things off my chest as a type A personality. And I found that so special and inviting, and I would want any future undergrad student to experience that just like I did. It really made me feel valued as an individual and more than just a student number at Brock. So, as prospective students, I would highly encourage you to take that into consideration. You want to be more than just a number, and you want to be valued at your school. And you want to be provided with opportunities. And when you get to know your professors as closely as I did, all the doors open up and the possibilities are endless. So thank you for listening. Good luck on your future endeavors, and hopefully come to Brock.